Hey everyone, Sergeant Mushroom 92 here again. So today I'm going to be playing out the Tiger 1. Again, not a fantastic battle compared to some of the other YouTubers, but I thought I did pretty well. The main part of this, as you'll see, is an example of how well you can actually do with the Tiger 1's armor. I feel it has a pretty unfair reputation for having poor armor, but if you know what to do with it, you can actually do pretty well. 1.1 is out, as some of you might be able to tell, the eagle-eyed of you. I've already updated my client. And I'm going to be streaming tonight from about 7 o'clock on Twitch, link in the description. Trying out some of the new Polish tanks, trying to get my way down the second generation of personal missions, so I'd be really grateful if anyone that's watching could come check that out. I'll be announcing on Twitter as well, so link in the description for that too, so give me a follow on there. But without further ado, here's the video. So today I'm taking out the Tiger 1 in a Tier 7 standard battle on the Tundra map. I'm one of the only 3 Tier 7 tanks on my team, and the only Tier 7 heavy. But as we'll see through this game, the T-43 is AFK the whole game. It looks like he doesn't even connect. The enemy team though only have one Tiger P, a KV-13, a T-28, T-25AT. So normally this tank is employed in a sniping role because the armor is not fantastic. It has a lower plate of 100mm, an upper plate of 100mm, and a turret of 160mm. And that's better than it used to be. It used to have a terrible gun mantlet, but they buffed the gun mantlet to improve the armor quite a bit on all tanks that use that turret. So that does include the Tiger P, but we'll get onto that. So I'm the only person going down this heavy flank at the one line, but it needs to be done. I need to be able to hold this line and stop the enemy from pushing through, and let my team on the eastern flank here push up and take the hill. So I get up into position. Now this tank, as I say, has pretty decent turret armor, so it's not too bad in a Tier 7 game when you get hulled down, especially if you're going against lower tier opponents. I love the way that this tank looks now, it looks fantastic. But anyway, we come around the corner here, and as can be expected, the Tiger P, appears. Now I've paused it here so I can highlight some of the things. Now the upper plate here with the big rivets, these two upper plates, they're both 200mm thick. So it's pretty difficult, well at least with standard rounds, to penetrate that. I mean, it will go through if it's exactly flush. I should be able to go through quite easily with premium rounds, but they're expensive. The Tiger P though has 3, or you could call it 4, major weak points. This very lower plate here, the cheeks on either side here, they're all only 80mm thick. So they can easily be penetrated by even Tier 5s. And these plates, they do look well angled, but they're not really. And the cupola. So you can see that although it is basically the same turret, it has a different cupola. And it's really easy to hit and penetrate. And you'll see me taking advantage of that throughout this game. Now I go for that lower plate there. It obviously curves up and bounces. And then I start going for the cupola here. And I'm just going to keep punishing this guy. And by using effective angling of my armor, I'm not going to let him punish me. Now I do have some support here, P-43. Tier 5 Italian medium tank, however he's not going to be that much use, but it's not really his fault. His video card does crash and cause him to disconnect. They do have a KV-13 there as well in support, and he knows what he's doing. He gets around the flank there and he takes advantage of me when I've fired my shots and I'm not angled very well. But I quickly learn to counter this, and after I take a shot I immediately angle up against him. But I do keep my eye on him, and it does cause me to hesitate quite a bit. Because I'm on this flank by myself, I do need to make every shot count. Nope. Which I do try to do, obviously. But because I'm on this flank basically by myself, I need to hold these guys off so that the team on the eastern side can push and take the hill and flank around and get behind the enemy. The KV-13 makes his first mistake there. He hesitates a bit too long and I get a nice shot into his side. I'm going for a shot on the KV-1 here, but as you can probably see, KV-13 was about to push out there. P-43 is down, so it's just me on this flank. I'm getting quite frustrated at this Waffenträger at this point because he's just sat there. I could really use some help, but hey ho. It is what it is. But in good news, our team has taken the eastern flank. They've taken the hill, so they're now pushing round. I just need to hold out as long as I can to stop these guys from pushing. KV-13 hesitates a bit too much once again, so I put another shot into him. KV-1 derps a high explosive round into me, which you can't angle against. Tiger P, not sure what he's doing, he's just rushing his way out and giving me his side. Bounces a shot of me and I hit him. Now at this point, all of the enemy tanks that are left are in this little corridor with me. Tiger P puts a shot right through the top of my turret. You would have seen there's 2 penetration marks, and that's because the top of the turret of the whole Tiger series is not great and can be quite easily penetrated. That's quite an easy shot for most tanks again. If you can look down on it. If you're below or the same height as them, it's not going to be an easy shot. Now I derp a shot into the ground there and he penetrates me. We're both one shots for each other and I decide to stop messing about. I load a gold shell and just put it straight through his face. Because I want to get a bit more damage done in this game. So I come around looking for a shot on the KV-1, but he's just decided to commit suicide via the enemy team. KV-13's coming back though. I think he sees a kill in me. So I try to fire a shot at him on the move. It misses, regrettably. M4 comes up to support and he dumps a couple high explosive rounds into him, but because the KV-13 is actually very well armoured, not angled, well it is kind of angled too, it doesn't really do a lot of damage. Now I see that he's going to come round the side here, so I decide to try and get myself side scraped as best as I can, but it's not a great rock to side scrape on. I get a final shot into him. Churchill 7 finishes off the KV-13 and we finish the battle with victory despite not having one of our top tier tanks. So as you can see, not a terrible result for the Tiger 1. High caliber for 2,274 damage done, 2nd class mastery badge, not the best. As you can see, top of the team for experience and damage done. And so is the KV-13, which is not unexpected because he was a very good player, so commiserations to him. As you can see, 15 shots fired, 13 hits, 10 penetrations. Lost quite a bit of my profit due to firing those 2 gold rounds though. As I say, they're pretty expensive. So that's my take on how to use the Tiger 1's armor quite effectively. I managed to block 840 damage, which is not terrible. But like I say, I'm by no means a pro at this. But I hope that it's helped somebody out, and if it has, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm getting pretty used to doing all these videos now. I say all of them, this is my 2nd one, but it's going quite well. I enjoy doing it. It's a bit of fun, it's something to do on my days off, so I'm going to keep doing it. If there's anything that anyone wants to see, leave it in a comment down below. That would be really grateful. As I said at the start, I'm going to be streaming tonight on Twitch from about 7 o'clock. So if you could hop over there, links in the description, and check me out, that would be fantastic. I would really appreciate it. Other than that, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Again, as always, any feedback would be really appreciated. So leave it down in the comments. I don't mind what it is, you know, as long as it's constructive, I'll take your feedback on board, okay? But anyway, until next time, have a great day.